Failure can feel overwhelming, a heavy weight that presses down on our confidence and clouds our perspective. But it's important to remember that failure is not the end. Rather, it's a beginning, a crucial part of any journey toward growth and achievement. Bouncing back from failure isn't about simply ignoring mistakes or pretending the setback never happened. It's about processing the experience, learning from it, and using newfound resilience as fuel to move forward. The first step in bouncing back is to accept and acknowledge the failure. This might be the most difficult part. It's human nature to want to shield ourselves from pain, to rationalize or minimize what happened. But true growth starts with honest reflection. Allow yourself to feel disappointed, frustrated, or even angry. These emotions are valid, and giving yourself permission to experience them is a vital part of healing. Instead of suppressing these feelings, ask yourself what went wrong. Were there factors within your control, or were circumstances simply beyond your grasp? Honest evaluation lays the groundwork for meaningful change. Next, shift your perspective on failure itself. Society often paints failure as something to be ashamed of, but history is filled with examples of people who faced setbacks before achieving remarkable success. Think of Thomas Edison and the countless prototypes that didn't work before the invention of the light bulb, or J.K. Rowling, whose manuscripts were rejected numerous times before Harry Potter became a phenomenon. Their journeys remind us that failure is often a detour, not a dead end. Try to see your setback not as a definition of your abilities, but as a teacher. Each mistake holds a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Once you've gained some emotional distance, examine what you can learn from the experience. Did you overlook a detail, underestimate a challenge, or misjudge a situation? Pinpoint the patterns that led to the outcome. Consider writing these reflections down, turning vague feelings into concrete insights. By translating pain into understanding, you transform an obstacle into a stepping stone. Every failure brings with it a unique lesson, and by identifying these lessons, you're already setting the stage for future improvement. Setting realistic goals is another powerful way to recover from failure. Break down your ambitions into manageable steps. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, celebrate incremental progress. Maybe your initial goal was too broad or too ambitious. Adjust your objectives based on what you've learned, and make a plan that encourages consistency and perseverance. Progress rarely happens overnight. Every small step is a victory on the road to bouncing back. It's also essential to surround yourself with support. Reach out to friends, mentors, or colleagues who can provide encouragement and constructive advice. Sharing your struggles can lighten the emotional load and give you new perspectives. If you find yourself stuck in negative thought patterns, talking with someone who believes in you can reignite your motivation and remind you of your strengths. Finally, practice self-compassion. Mistakes are a universal part of the human experience, and perfection is an impossible standard. Instead of being your harshest critic, treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend in a similar situation. Remember that resilience is built over time. Each time you bounce back, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Failure hurts, but it does not define you. Let it be a chapter, not the conclusion. With reflection, learning, targeted action, and support, you can transform failure into the foundation of future success. Keep moving forward. Your greatest achievements may yet be shaped by the lessons you learned today.